When we ask the question of, am I really making a difference? For many of us, at the core of this question is an even deeper one. Am I living out my God given calling? Well, let's look at Ephesians 2:10, which says this. For we are God's handiwork, created in Christ Jesus to do good works, which God prepared in advance for us to do. This verse reminds us of two essential truths. First, you were intentionally created by God. You are his handiwork, his masterpiece, and your life has purpose. And second, the good works that you are called to do were prepared by God long before you even knew them. It's not about scrambling to find our purpose. God already has a plan for each one of us. And as we walk in it, we trust in his guidance towards that. But what does it mean to live that out, to live out our calling? Often we think about it as reaching a certain destination, a point where we can say we've arrived. But Ephesians 4, verse 1 shifts our perspective. It says this. Paul writes, as a prisoner for the Lord, then I urge you to live a life worthy of the calling you have received. Our calling is less about a final destination and more about how we live every day. Paul wrote this while in prison, a place he certainly didn't plan to be. Yet, even there, he was confident that he was living out his calling because it wasn't about where he was, but how faithfully he was following Christ. Our calling starts with a relationship with Jesus. Before anything else, we are called to him. Jesus said in Mark 8, verse 34, if anyone would come after me, let him deny himself and take up his cross and follow me. And as we walk with Jesus, God shapes us to reflect more of his character. We may wonder if our actions have an impact, but God cares not just about what we do, but who we are becoming. The fruit of our lives, love, patience, kindness, are all a part of fulfilling our calling. So, if you're questioning whether you're making a difference, consider this. You were created with purpose. You are called to follow Christ, and your everyday faithfulness matters to God. Even when you don't see the full picture, God is using you in ways you may not realize. So, stay close to him, trust in his timing, and remember that your faithfulness in small, everyday things is part of living a life worthy of your calling. You are making a difference because God has called you to walk with him, and that's a difference that lasts for eternity and builds bold faith.